Welcome back to Worth the Effort Woodworking. Today we are at SWAT, which, as y'all know, is the second largest wood turning symposium in the nation, and I have to believe that there are well over 1,000 woodworkers here this time. A pretty cool event. Now, I am just going to be doing a one-day visit this time. It is a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they have, I think it is 5 sessions each day where we're doing lots of lectures, and there are now 8 different rooms, so that's a lot of different classes you have a chance to learn from. Plus my favorite event, the Instant Gallery, which I will be doing a tour of later on. Today, being Saturday, we left our city around 5 a.m. and we got here just in time to register for the first classes, and I went to a seminar by Rebecca DeGroot on making little insect bowls. It was kind of cool. It's a little bit of geometry, but it's a lot simpler than I thought it would be. How she got her angles to her legs so that her creatures, and I'll put some examples in the video, look realistic, look like they were ready to plunge. And the second one I did was on advanced segmentation from Andy Chen, and lots of jigs and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. Not something I'll probably do a lot of, but maybe with this new table saw purchase, that'll come into vogue. So, it's lunchtime now. We got a healthy dose of Mexican food, and I will be back with y'all after lunch, and we will do the next round of classes. So here we go. My favorite part of the SWAT. I always take off one kind of session just to explore the Instant Gallery. But before we start doing all that, let me show you the Instant Gallery for the Beads of Courage boxes. This is something that they do for SWAT every single year. Basically, they come together and they make a somewhat standard sized box to give to all the kids in cancer treatments, because the kids will get a little bead for each kind of sessions they go to, and they collect them as reward or a sign of success or just pure endurance. But look at all that people do. A lot of this is put on by the Tully brothers, so you get somewhat standardized size, and they all have that little Beads of Courage button that goes somewhere on them. But then you will get some clever people or some artistic people using high quality wood, really decorating, painting and stuff like that. Nope, still going, still got a lot more. Check this out, some segmented pieces all the way through, these cute little baskets. Just keeps going and going and going. The Southwest Area Turners, I mean, what they do for the community, it's really, really appreciated. And you just know these kids, it's rough for them, and yet people are pulling up and showing them a good time. Here's probably my favorite of the whole entire bunch. Look at that. A little Beads of Courage piggy. Pretty cool. Oh, and they keep going over there too. Here's one that really drew my attention. Paul Muggeridge. I really, really like this piece. It's got some kinetic action going to it, and I love just the entire design of it. I definitely want to try something like this. Sammy Long was back with his incredible sculpted leaf. You cannot imagine the amount of time. But look at this piece. Really understated, but I like that. Skipper Munson, I do not know what these center sections are. I'm not sure. They don't believe they are wood. But the fact that each one is completely natural, yet totally unique, that turned out awesome. Kelvin Burton, let me tell you how you integrated a little bit of epoxy inlay into these edges that look like they might have just broken off to fix the repair or just add a touch. That is subtle, but really draws your attention. I like that. As usual, Cindy Drozda is amazing us with these tiny finials. But that ain't nothing. Look at these over here. Look at how thin these stems are. That is unreal. And I really like the attention to detail for this gold foil inlay. Okay, I make and sell a lot of holiday trees. It's actually one of my better videos as far as viewers wise. This tree blows all mine away. Check this out. Look at that. That is one piece of wood, offset turned from a bark and then carved. That is cool. And who doesn't love a good TARDIS? Well done, Barry. Kevin Moran, you did it again. I think you impressed me last year, but just a simple design executed very, very well. Little witch's cauldron scene. I like it. Okay, I've seen natural edge wing bowls before, but turning one out of the crotch so you have one branch coming out, creating, I guess, a semi-triangle. I don't even know what that shape would be called. But man, did that turn out well, James. And this is also James' work. This is one of the more clever displays I've come across. He's got a mirror back on back. It really brings out the epoxy with a light coming up from below. Very well done, James Richardson. Barry Todd, that lampshade, wow. Just wow. Really like that. Betty Zumwalt, the hand-carved nature of this piece right here. I like that. That turned out really nice. There's a little bit of chaos going on here. Cool. Look at the finish on Paul Milo's vases. That is incredible. Real cool. Dennis, you took your acorns to the next level. I'm liking that. Jim Rogers, let me tell you something. Here's something I really appreciate. When you come across a phenomenal piece of wood, keep the design simple. Man, very elegant shape, very satin finish, all to augment just a gorgeous piece of wood. Charles Brooks, I've been examining how you did this. That is really efficient. It looks like you just inlaid pieces of metal and then did some kind of epoxy, because I can see it right there, but the overall effect of the alternating because of the shine of the metal and the epoxy, that's very well done. I'm liking this. Also, your carved bowl right here, how it kind of pinwheels, wow. Take a look at these. John, I've been meaning to do similar boxes like this for now. Now I'm looking at yours, how you did this entire setup. Yeah, maybe I don't want to attempt it. You did this really well. I'm going to pick this up. It's basically an offset box, but look at how he did this inlay of ebony on the outside of the rim that hugs it. Really well executed. I like that. Then you did the proportions coming up through the boxes. As a set, you put me to shame. Cynthia Gibson, I really, really like your dolls. All the intricate pyrography and painting, but this right here, wow. Daryl Jones, your hollow forms
with the classic shape of the finial. Really, really cool. But I want y'all guys to check this out. This slight bit of purple right here really does draw your attention to this piece. And then you have the subtle segmentation on a really nicely spalted piece of maple. Daryl, I like that one. Pete Markin, a Corian vase, and I barely see the lines on this solid section. Really well done. Look at it. Think about it. Figure out, how did he do that? Steve Center. This piece right here, I think, is one of the better uses of grain filling I've seen in a long time. I really like that. And that little tiny inlay right there. Subtle, but it sure does augment the entire piece. Look at the women in turning entry into the raffle, the fundraiser. Wouldn't you like that collection of spheres? Look at this piece by Brian Lensky. You have a segmented top, segmented size. That's a solid piece. We got a solid piece right here that he has pierced, painted, and I guess carved to get the guitars in there. Each one a little bit different. Then it transitions down to another segmentation, and the bottom of the piece is a solid bowl. Really cool design. Okay, here is the piece that boggles my mind in this show. Check this out. How many segments do you think that is? Tom Whaley, that's just cool. You know, I've never really been much for sculptures, and I kind of overlooked this piece, but look at what they did here. This octopus's legs are each one a segment. Similar theme elsewhere. Is that not a cool piece? The amount of time it would have taken me to do this. This is not a basket weave. This is segmentation with gaps. Brett Olson, that is pure dedication. Very well done. You think you turn thin? Not as thin as this steampunk piece from Jeff Allen. Kind of cool, huh? I'm always a sucker for tiny boxes, and really well done. I like that. Be scared. Be scared. Johnny, you've got a great display. I am always a sucker for tiny boxes. Check out these. Really well done. But of course, Sam Angelo, you gotta expect it. Check out this Beads of Courage box by Paul. Colored just so that the grain shows through. It kind of works like wings. He incorporated the grain direction in that one. You just know some kid's gonna be hugging this going to the treatment center, bringing along their little penguin. Well, it's the next day and I am back in my shop. Dad and I kind of booked it right after that last seminar, which let out about 5:30, so that we could hopefully get home before the sun was down, because, hey, it was a really long day and we were getting kind of tired. So once the sun goes down, you don't want to be driving drowsy. Anyways, the last seminar I went to was, again, with Andy Chen, and he did a seminar on working with Corian.
And for years, I've wanted to experiment with it. This just might be that last little kick that gets me to integrate it into something. It's a kind of a cool substance, and I'm excited to try it. SWAT this year was a short event for me, but it's well worth the trip down there. Once again, I think it is the best education you can get for the money, and visiting the instant gallery is always my favorite because I steal so many ideas. I think a lot of people else do the same exact thing. So, hopefully next year, 2020, last week in August, I'll see you at the next SWAT, because I'm pretty much guaranteed to be there. Y'all be safe, have fun. Hey, visit my other channel, see what we did last year at SWAT. I did the same kind of instant gallery thing. I enjoyed doing that one. And hey, if you enjoyed this, like, favorite, subscribe, do all the socials, visit your friends, send it to your friends, visit my blog, all that kind of stuff. Y'all be safe, have fun, and remember, it's always worth the effort to learn, create, share with others.